And yeah, it was a couple times I know if she could, she would have called me some other words. I'm pretty sure she would have, but you know, she maintained her composure. She did a good job. We just talked about the soda up here. You trying to get me sued too?
Oh, that ain't even mine. I don't even know what you're talking about.
She don't even know what I'm talking about now. So today we have Comedian Stiletto. Now, if you've gone to any comedy shows in this area, you know anything about comedy in the DMV, this young lady's name is going to come up. She's got to be one of the hottest comics in our area, male, female. I'm not even going to separate it. I've been to several of her shows now, and prior to us becoming into a partnership over here, working together and collaborating, and she has never disappointed me at any of the shows I've been to. And I'm not just saying that because, you know, BMS Talent and Entertainment works with her. I'm saying that because it's the absolute truth. Every show I've been to, she absolutely brings it. The audience loves her. She gets standing ovations at the end of every show. People are, I mean, it's just amazing. We went out, we did a road, I did my first road trip with her.
Oh, man.
I would have to say it was quite interesting. I've never gone on a road with a comedian, and it was laughs from the time we got in the car to the time we passed out, and I left her woke, and I know she was so tired getting us back.
Yes.
But it was definitely an adventure. We were way out in the middle of nowhere, and people were saying, "You're Comedian Stiletto. I follow you." So it was pretty cool.
Good times, good times, good times.
So today is a whole hour that we're going to be talking to Comedian Stiletto about who she is, who is the woman behind the jokes. We're going to get a little intimate with her today. But first we want to go to, you know, the video, last video I sent you, Trump. Can you go into that one for me?
We getting intimate, y'all.
We getting intimate.
I'm live. Make sure y'all tune in. It's numbers to call. Like, we doing, come on, man. Hurry up. Hurry up.
But you can out have my daughter fuck you up. Daughter go to school, she a straight A student, she a good girl, she don't even fight, but you gotta make it seem like she the fucking you be at work like this, say one more fucking thing. Have my daughter fucking smashed up. She wanna be on the phone with your daughter like, yeah, I want you to come up here. She's like, mommy, why would I do that? Did you just roll the joint in front of me? I just watched you. Look at her husband, she do be rolling the mean fat one. You want to know if a woman really washes her ass properly? You want to take these two fingers and dip it in between her titties. Look at my ladies, ladies. Some of y'all got quiet, some of y'all close your shit off. Fucking titties smell like the back of somebody's ear, you nasty.
That was that promo. Promo for this Saturday. Comedy Foolishness. Check it out.
Yeah, you guys got to come out. Now, I've been to all... It's two of them. It's been three.
It's been several, but this
this
particular
the ones that
series
are important are the ones that I was at.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, them.
Well, then yeah, it's been three. It's been three.
I'm telling you, these shows. I mean, the first one, the second one. When I left, I had literally a headache.
Yes.
And I can't remember which one it was where I felt like I needed a Depends.
That's good. You got to pee a little bit. If you don't like pee a little bit, then you didn't have a good time.
Off the chain.
Or you just old. One of the two.
I think it was a combination of both.
Okay. Well, you need to do Kegels.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that.
Yeah, I
you
need
to
to
like right now as we're doing the show, I'm Kegeling. Can you tell by my eyes?
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, every woman should Kegel at just random times during the day.
Okay.
But not when you have to pee, because then you can get, bacterial vaginosis. You don't want that.
What?
I always talk. You know what? Don't worry about
this. Is
Google it. BV. Not BD for your old people that used to call it that. But
so who is? You ready for your questions?
No, I'm not. I don't. Let me tell you something. First of all, I don't do well with questions because I feel like you interrogate me. I feel like it's the first 48. I don't know what I should say or what I shouldn't say, but I don't really give a fuck. I'm sorry, can I say fuck?
Yeah, you could say.
Okay.
You're a comedian.
Well, I was going to say it
comedians
anyway.
get
I was
the
going
rites
to
of
say it
passage.
anyway, but that's the politically correct thing to say. Oh, can I curse? Okay, so cool. I'm down. Whatever.
Ready?
Yeah. You should
Anything
let me
off
read the
limit?
questions before you decided. Because this is like an exclusive interview. So I already told you I'm about, y'all better get y'all tea, get your little soda set up, get your drink, wine, you get your wine. We about to wind down with Stiletto. If you at work, sneak in
And
the
if
bathroom.
you have some questions for her, go ahead and pop them in her live, and we'll get them in and Stiletto. Don't be picking through the
I'm
questions.
gonna pick through the questions.
No,
Hey
you
y'all,
gotta
tune
ask.
in. I'm gonna pick through the questions. If you ask me something stupid, I'm not answering it. I'm telling. No, you can ask stupid questions. I'm just gonna put your Facebook name out there so people know that it was you that asked that stupid question.
So, who is Stiletto before she hits the stage?
Tired. So I don't. Who is the? What do you mean? Who is Stiletto
Who
before
are
I
you
hit
before
the
you
stage?
hit the stage? Like, on a common, any everyday thing, like, what would you do if you weren't on the stage? Like, who are you? Like, we know who
Ain't
you
that some
are.
I'm
on
Batman.
The stage. You are off the chain on the stage. But before you hit that stage,
Right.
before you're in that
Good
element,
question. I don't think
Who
I've
are
ever
you?
been asked this question. You did. You know what? Let me find out Benita over here. She the woman. She Oprah Winfrey right now. Who are you? Tell us.
We got a phone
Oh wait, before I
call.
answer that, we have a phone call. Who's the phone call? Hey caller.
Oh, I'm just looking at y'all live. Hey, Stiletto.
Hey pumpkin dumpling. Why don't I have no lipstick? I don't have no lipstick today. I'm feeling some kind of way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Man.
I just had to call in to, just let y'all hear my voice or whatever. Okay, Stiletto, we're
So
at the
shy.
show on Yeah, we in this car. We deep. We listening.
I know that's
Okay.
right. You in the car?
Yeah, me and Olivia.
oh, she the one who
Y'all
just
don't
got
have
6
no
tickets.
y'all don't have no air though. Y'all got the windows down.
Oh, shit, we got air. My head popping. Don't come for this head.
I ain't gonna mess with you because I know you don't like to be called lefty. Hey baby, I'ma see you Saturday.
All right, y'all.
I'll see you on Saturday. Yeah, Benita.
Huh?
Benita, why you ain't saying nothing? What's your tea?
Why I didn't do
What's
what?
up?
Why I didn't do what?
She said, "Why you didn't pick up the groceries or
I
something?"
Why you wasn't saying nothing?
She can't let me have my moment. You know
Because
that.
this is Misha. I love you, and I gave you a
No,
shout
no,
out. Did you?
I
hear
love you too.
Did you hear your shout out?
My live, y'all. Tune into my live. Get
No,
live.
I didn't hear it actually. I just tuned in. But anyway, make sure y'all buy y'all BU lipstick.
Bye, girl.
www.beautytalk.com. All right, bye.
Bye.
Off the chain.
Off the chain.
So you think you had time to think now?
No, I was listening to the caller. What,
No.
I'm sorry. What was the question? How many
who,
points was
who
it for?
is it is for 500 points,
Okay.
Alex. So the question is,
who-
I'm going to put my
Okay, give it
Oprah
to me.
voice
Get
on.
your Oprah voice,
The
yes.
Oprah voice on. Who is Stiletto before she gets on that stage?
I am boring. I am like so the opposite. I'm like the polar opposite of me on stage. Like I'm dry, I'm quiet, I'm shy. Every time I say I'm shy, people go, "Yeah, right. You can't possibly be. I seen you on stage." And I'm like, "No, I'm really laid back. Like I like word finds and reading books and sleeping. I don't really do anything." Now you're making me depressed. Like I don't feel bad about my life. I'm like, dang. I mean, I like to talk about politics and I like to eat on and off stage, so it really don't matter. But I'm just based. I'm a mom of 4. Like I don't even know if I have a name anymore. I think off stage I'm just mommy. That's it. It's just my life. Bills and dreams. Somebody write a rap about that. Where Drake or Lil Wayne? I usually write bills and dreams. Meek Mills. Meek bills and dreams. Jay-Z. Bills and dreams.
So if I were to catch you on a Sunday afternoon with no kids, nothing to do, what would that look like for you?
I would probably be asleep. If I'm not asleep, then I'm moving. I got to do something. I don't even know how to like stay in a quiet space. A lot of the times I got to move around. I got to I'm writing. I like to do a lot of writing. Like whether it be jokes, whether it be in my journal, whether it just be me reflecting on my week, like just anything. I might write a poem. I do poems and things like that, or write,
Do you ever perform
little
in your
nasty,
poems?
dirty stuff. Huh?
Do you ever perform in your
No,
poems?
I don't. My poems are like my well kept secret. My well kept secret, because they like old school raps. Like I always see. Let y'all know something. I wanted to be a rapper at one point in my life. Okay?
What?
Yeah, I thought I was gonna be like Salt and Pepper. I was gonna be Salt. My homegirl was gonna be Pepper. We was gonna have a little group, and we was gonna be Jeanne or something. I don't know, but I just so thought I was gonna rap. So a lot of my poems is like, my name is Stiletto when I'm here to say that my birthday is close to Valentine's Day. Like, so corny, but that was my dream. I was gonna do.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I'm a hip hop head. I love my Wu-Tang. I love my Deep. I'm a big little old school Lil Kim fan. Whoa, whoa. Like, she was the first one, man.
She was what? Do it again?
Whoa, whoa. Got it going on. Like, what? Used to be scared of that dick. No, listen to that shit. What? She was the first female that I seen just be nasty. Because I'm nasty. I mean, most females are nasty. They just quiet about it. So you got to be a little funky, a little nasty with it. And Queen, man, she was the queen bee for real. Like, I don't care. I'm not knocking none of the new females out there. I love hip-hop, the Cardis, the Nickies. But, like, Adina Howard, like, man, I want to be a freak until the day. What? Until the dawn. You had to get that note right.
That was your thing? So would you ever perform any of your poems ever?
Ooh, I mean, no, I probably wouldn't. It'll probably be, when I get a little older and I want to, write a book, and I might put a poem or two. I might Maya Angelou it.
Older though, that's happening like a couple months.
I know, but I don't think I'm gonna put it. I don't know. It depends on how I feel, because they're really intimate thoughts, like
about reflections on your personal experiences in life.
Most of them are nasty.
So
that's like Punani poetry. Like they're really like,
Zane type
yeah,
of
like I want you to gloss like a, glazed donut in the light. You know what I mean?
But
like
those things
crazy.
sell. I love Zane.
I know,
now.
but I don't know, because then maybe I'm gonna leave that door wide open.
Okay.
Maybe.
So where did Stiletto come from? Like, where'd that name come from? As you see us with our Stiletto shirt, so
right.
you can purchase your Stiletto shirt at comedianstiletto.com. Get your shirt.
I mean, stiletto has two meanings. Stiletto, a lot of people just automatically think shoe. And yes, it is a very, very, very nice heel. But it also is a dagger, a knife. So I love the fact that that has that strong but yet feminine touch and feel to it.
Stiletto is a knife?
Yeah, it's a dagger. Google it. Yeah, it's also a knife. That's why the shoe is shaped the way it is. If you look at a stiletto, it's kind of shaped like a pointy knife.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm strong and I'm feminine at the same time, and I will stab you.
Okay. Typically when people are on Oprah, they don't say stuff like that.
I don't know. How you gonna say that? They be jumping on couches and stuff. You don't have no couch for me jump on.
Okay, not yet.
Not yet.
But
I'm down.
Make sure you come to Radio Network if you're looking for a platform.
But I mean, when I say stab you, I mean, you could take that however you want to take it. I mean,
could be wordplay.
I mean, right, exactly, because you're gonna leave feeling like your stomach is in stitches. Like I'm just That's my whole goal, is to just be like I'm in the ring with you, like hit you with the jokes.
You do make people's stomach hurt and heads hurt and they can't breathe.
I like it. That to make people laugh, to bring that type of joy to somebody. You never know what somebody's going through. Like, I've had people come up to me after shows and make me cry. Like, literally make me cry, because they'll say stuff like, I needed that. You have no idea. Like, a parent passed away, or I got laid off, or I wasn't going to come out tonight, but you made it worthwhile. And it's like, it's surreal, because I'm like, what? Like, I'm just goofing. Like, I'm just doing the things, talking about the things that I find to be humorous. I don't know how I'm going to touch each person. Mm-hmm. And so when you hear stuff like that, you're like, man, don't make me cry. And then I have to say something stupid because I don't like dealing with my emotions.
What's the background on how you ended up doing comedy? Like, what was that about? Like, how did you decide? Because I'm going to tell you, it takes a lot of balls to get up on that stage and crack jokes on people in the audience. It takes a lot of courage to do that. That's just something I just don't have the confidence to do and think that people are going to laugh at me. So how did you get the courage, or what was it that made you decide to take that mic for the first time?
Well, actually, it was a dare. Like,
really?
Me touching the mic for the first. Well, I mean, I'm a theater major. Like, that's what I went to school for. I was, drama. I was going to be on Broadway. Oh my goodness. Yay, yay, yay. And then I got pregnant, and those dreams kind of went to the side just a little bit. So then I was at another job, and I was training classes, facilitating training classes. And my class would always say, "You're so funny. Oh my goodness." Because I don't think you can learn. There's two ways that adults learn: out of pain, or, out of having a good time. So I always try to have a good time. And I'm sitting there, and the girl said, "I dare you. I don't think you would get on stage. I was at a comedy show, and the comics weren't as funny as you, but I don't think you would do that." And I was like, I am a big kid. I was like, don't dare me. You see what I'm saying? I'll do it. I didn't really anticipate doing it at that time, but then Mr. Howard G, I have to give him a shout out, came up to my job, and he asked me, he said, "Oh, so you're the girl I hear about. You think you funny?" And I told him, I said, "I think I'm funnier than you."
Ooh.
And so it was kind of like, that Bill Cosby episode, challenge, and he was like, "All right, come on out, youngin', you don't know what you're talking about." And my first time on stage, it was just like, I came alive. Like, I felt like I was rebirthed. It was just like, "Buh." Like, remember that on Boomerang? Buh. It was awesome. I didn't even know what to do with myself. My mic went out and everything. Oh my gosh. Imagine being brand new to the stage. My nerves were all over the place. And I remember talking to Cool Bubba Ice, was the first comedian I ever met. And he was like, "Just calm down. You gonna be all right." And I went on the stage, and I seen all the people, and I was like, oh my goodness. I was so out of my zone. And my mom was like looking at me, staring at me like, "Don't fail." I felt like I was at like a class recital or something. I was getting ready to sing the solo Silent Night or something. It was crazy. And then my mic went out, and I just stood there, and everybody just like was holding their breath to see what I was going to do. And I was just like, I don't need no damn mic. I can project to the back of the auditorium. Like, it was crazy.
You are a theater major.
Yeah,
though.
we weren't in the auditorium. I don't know where that came from, though. But it was great. Hey, Cletus. Hey, Zoom. Hey, all y'all.
But let me go back to a question. So one of the things, Stiletto, do you feel because your name is Stiletto that you always have to wear stilettos on the stage?
I do. I was talking about this. Like, one day, I sprained my ankle on my way into a show. Okay? And so I was like, oh my goodness, I can't go on stage because I can't put my shoe on. My foot is, my live then fell. I'm sorry, y'all. I was like, my foot's swole. I can't go on stage without my shoes. Like it was almost like my superpower. Like, I can't go on stage without my cape. And then so I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So just so that I could still stay within the stiletto thought process that people had of me, I went up on the stage with flip-flops on. And people were looking like, why is she wearing flip-flops and her name is Stiletto? But I brought my shoes with me because they were too cute to nobody to see. So I just had to put them on the side of the stage while I performed. But since I've grown into who I am, I no longer have that stipulation. Like, because Stiletto is not just a shoe. It's me. It's a brand. It's a part of me. It's my alter ego. It's all of me. Mm-hmm. So if I wear sneakers, I wear shoes, I wear, I go India Ivory and go barefoot, I'm still Stiletto. I'm still going to come for you. I promise.
I promise too, because I've seen it. I mean, you even come for my husband in a couple of shows, so I've seen
June.
it.
Big shout out to June. Hey, June.
So, will we ever see you on the stage with some tennis shoes?
Yeah, you're gonna see me. I don't know when. I mean, I always like people. Some people will say, you wear T-shirts a lot, or you wear black a lot, or people got their opinion about what I should wear, how I should wear. Like, I had a dress on yesterday. Like, people were like, oh my gosh, she had a dress on. I'm like, I can do whatever I feel like doing at that time. So if I feel like rocking my Huaraches or my Jordans, then that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm still gonna perform the same way. I see y'all later.
See
people
you.
Leaving out the room, y'all.
So, what would you say some of your highlights are? What would have been some of your highlights of your career so far? And how long? What matter of fact, how long have you been in the game?
I'm going on 8 years, I believe. Yeah, it's about 8 years. Can y'all still hear me? I'm pouring my drink. Yeah. So 8 years or so. So I'm feeling good.
So, what are
like
some
I'm
of
in
your
my prime.
highlights?
I mean, of course, a highlight is definitely me having my own show. Like the Stiletto show ran for 5 years straight. Like the only show that was doing that, like Baltimore, showing love, female run room type situation. So that's always a highlight. But I mean, it's so many. It's so many times that I just was like, dang, anytime I touch the stage is a highlight. Because you can't pick just one, whether it's a small room, big room, this person's on it, that. Are you on the stage at any point in time? It just makes me feel good. So I would consider that a highlight. I mean, I've opened for Eddie Griffin and Godfrey and, Guy Torrey and things like that. And, Michael Collier, big shout out to him. And a lot of different people, Talent and TK Kirkland. And I mean, even the names are great, but the fact that I'm on the stage is just a highlight in itself because I've had my ups and downs.
Right.
Oh no, just like my phone just went down again.
So you mentioned Little Kim
Uh-huh.
as being one of the people that you look up to as far as, rap and old school. Mm-hmm. What about in the comedy game? Is there any of the female comedians that you could say, hey, that was an awesome path, or just a comedian in general that you would say, I really like their career and the way they moved with it?
I mean, I'm really eclectic with my comedians that I like. I don't ever look at comedians as she's a female, he's a male type situation. It's just comedy is comedy. You're funny, you're funny. If you're not, you're not. So, I mean, I'm a big Dave Chappelle fan. I just love the fact that Dave pushes the limit and he just touches on nerves, but he does it in such a smooth way. Like, I wish sometimes I could just stand still on stage and tell my jokes, but I'm so like, I don't know if I have attention deficit or something, but I am always like moving, like, you know what I mean? But he just is always so calm and he calls back. I mean, this is a lot of, Mom's Mabel, like, oh my goodness, like, my list goes on and on. Okay. So I never pinpoint just one because everybody has a little bit of stuff. I like it.
Now, this is a juicy question.
Juicy. Hey, Rita.
How do you juggle?
Wait a minute.
Okay.
You're not going to put on the sex game.
Yes.
And then she was making eye contact because with the mic all close. Why is that the quiet fire voice?
Yes.
Oh.
This is the serious question. This is the question that everybody wants to know.
Oh, Lord.
How do you juggle mom? Well, do you want to juggle?
Like, how do you say this is a question everybody would know? And yeah, how do you juggle?
Do you juggle balls?
Now that is an exclusive. Now that.
Well, you asked the question.
Is whoa. It's like,
but how do you juggle it all? Like, I mean, because I see you before. I would see you're like everywhere. You're in Philly. I think next week you're in New York in the middle of the week. You just mentioned at the beginning you have 4 kids. How do you juggle the kids, relationships? Is it hard to be in a relationship with being in this game with all these men? I mean, how do you juggle all of this?
You just gonna put all that? You just
put all of it out.
You see how I don't think y'all understand that she just threw like 9 questions at me and try to act like it's one. That's why she got to. No, I mean, because
a lot of women want to do different things, but they don't because everybody's like, I got kids.
Oh, people
I don't
shame me. Don't see how my voice got loud. Don't get me started. People really give me the blues about the fact that I work as much as I do, and then they ask questions like, "Well, where are your children?"